Man, it has been forever since I made a video. It's been like, what, a year at this point? This is gonna be a totally unscripted video. It's just gonna be a rant about where I've been, what's gonna happen with this channel. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I have no funny intro or anything like I used to. Alright, so, where have I been for this past, like, year that I've been off of this website? Well, I would say that it's just because I just lost interest in YouTube entirely, and I've also lost interest in this gaming community that I've been in for the past, like, 12 years at this point, which is just crazy. There's so many bad games coming out, there's so much shit coming out that I just generally just don't care anymore. I'm really fucking tired of this community in general, and I'm really sick of, you know, being pushed out of this community because of certain things that have happened over these past few years. Yeah, I've been in those Kiwi farm threads. I know what you guys are talking about in there. Still talking about me and shit like it even matters. Still acting like I'm a part of this synthetic man community when I've been out of it for about 2 years at this point. So what's gonna happen with this channel in general? Well, I'm actually thinking of just deleting it or possibly just leaving the content up for people who actually like it. I'm not exactly sure with that yet, but this is a video saying I am retiring from YouTube and I am never coming back ever. And I know that sounds weird if you guys are newer viewers and you guys don't know the history of me being on YouTube, since I only have 600 something subscribers, but there was a time and place where I was a big part of the gaming and a synthetic man community, and I had over 1,000 subscribers at one point. Then I deleted that channel because I got a lot of shit from a certain community for the past like 3 years, which is just crazy to me as someone who hasn't even been in that community. I mean, I'm generally don't know what to really say at this point when it comes to this type of thing. If you guys are older viewers, you know what I'm talking about, you know, the Winehouse, Discourse, all other shit, and people trying to put in drama and all this other crap that I'm not even a part of, or I haven't been a part of. But I just want to go over some things about this community that I'm generally just not interested in anymore, and that's mainly just because of the discourse around video games entirely. Like, it seems like to me that every single person who talks about video games seriously don't really care about the games themselves anymore, and they mainly just want to just talk about the woke crap. And it's like, look, I get it, games are woke nowadays, we've known this for about like 10 or 12 years at this point, but is that all you guys are gonna talk about? It's like, dude, there's so many aspects of gaming that you could actually talk about. Like, literally one of my favorite videos I've ever made isn't even about the woke crap in the video games. It's actually, funny enough, the videos I made about gaming and how it became the way it is today. Like, my favorite is probably why gaming is bad nowadays than it's ever been, and most of it just isn't the woke shit. The real reason for why gaming is the way that it is that these people feel like they have to cater to a small niche demographic because that demographic is what makes them the most money. If you guys want to blame why gaming is the way that it is, you just have to blame yourself, because these games wouldn't be the way that they are if you just didn't buy them. And I know that that sounds very exclusive, if that's the meaning, because I'm just shitting on casual gamers again, but it's like, can you fucking blame me at this point? I am so sick and tired of people saying that the woke thing is the main problem with video games. That's not the point. Wokeness has always been in video games, TV shows, movies, whatever. It's just that it's more outward with what it is today than it was back then. And that is because gaming has become a bigger medium than it's ever been, and I fault that for the people who consume it. As someone who's actually been in gaming communities for over 12 years, I can tell you right up front that woke shit has existed in games since the beginning of the fucking 80s. And that is just crazy that people want to claim that games were not woke back then like they are today, which is just insane. The games have always been woke, even if you want to use the modern term for wokeness, which, you know, Ratchet and Clank should be woke because they have a female character that's, you know, that's strong and a scientist and a mechanic and all this other stuff. I mean, that's just ridiculous to me. To say that a game is woke because a woman has power or something, which is just ridiculous. And that means that, like, every single game, like every Resident Evil game that came out during the 90s should be woke. I mean, do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's just like, I'm really tired of people using wokeness as a way to say that a game is bad, when that's not really the main problem. It's a factor in it, and it's a big problem. Like, there's really obvious games out there that are super woke, like Dragon Age, The Veilguard, you got Dustborn, And you got all these other kinds of games that came out for the last 5 years that are really, really bad. And it's like, look, I get it. But again, these games wouldn't be made if it wasn't for the consumer's fault in it. It's mainly your fault that the games are like this. And this goes for the reviewers too, that buy these games to review the game. And I don't want to hear that, oh, well, they have to buy the game because they gotta review it somehow. I'm like, no, you do not. You know, a famous man once told me the best way for a game not to get any publicity is just not talk about it at all. It doesn't matter if you call a game woke. If it gets them attention and it gets them money, they generally don't give a shit about how bad the game is. Like, a 2-year-old could understand that this is the problem. It's the goddamn consumer. I don't know how many times I gotta talk about it. You don't have the right to complain when a game comes out and it's really bad and woke, and you guys talk about it, and you guys buy it anyway. It's like, why would they do anything about it? Why would gaming heal if you're just gonna buy the game anyway? Doesn't matter if you have to review it. Look, if you want to review a game that's bad, that's fine, I don't care, but don't go online and complain about it when you're part of the problem. I am so tired of gamers, dude, it's actually insane. I am so tired of gamers complaining about a game and they buy it anyway. That's my main problem with this whole thing. I don't understand. Just stop buying it. What's the problem? So I'm gonna kind of go into a rant about Synthetic Man here because he's probably like the main thing that I have a problem with this type of idea. That he has to buy the game because, you know, he reviews the games and shit. It's like, he didn't do that with The Last of Us Part 2. He didn't do that with, other games. Why does he have to do it for these? It's because of money. Like, I don't know how you guys don't see that. Like, as someone like me who's actually, like, played these games and stuff, which I either just pirate them or I just don't talk about it or I just don't play it, because I have better things to do than worry about what some fucking woke person does in their video games. It's like, dude, you don't have to buy the game to review it. You don't have to. I don't get it. It's like, you don't have to talk about it at all. Like, the best way to get these people to stop making the games like this is not talk about it and not spend money on it. That's the best way you're gonna get people to stop buying these games. And I understand that that's kind of hard for the casuals to do because, I don't know. But it's also a problem when the woke, anti-woke people talk about it. And they're saying like, oh my god, this game is bad because, the woman's strong, women hold gun, women shoot things, women should be in the kitchen and throw me my beer. Let's forget about all the kinds of games from your childhood that had strong female characters that are actually well written. Yeah, fuck those characters, right? That's another problem too. It's like, every time anyone sees a woman or a black guy in a video game, they just instantly think it's bad or something. It's like, can you guys wait till the game actually comes out? Now, don't get me wrong, when I saw Fable and I saw Dragon Age the Veilguard, I immediately knew it was gonna be bad. Like, I'm not joshing you. In Dustborn, I knew it was gonna be bad. But that's because it was outward with how bad it was. Like, when I saw Assassin's Creed Shadows, or whatever the fuck that game was, with Black Samurai Man, I actually kinda hoped that it would be good. But it's Assassin's Creed, so, you know, a modern Assassin's Creed game, so what was I expecting? Of course it was fucking bad. But man, I'm just so tired of people just saying it's woke because there's a woman or a black dude. There's, like, what, is Fallout New Vegas woke because of this shit? Everybody talking about how woke the Fallout show is when there's literally a gay black dude in the original Fallout New Vegas. And there's literally a character named, like, Cassidy? Kathy? Coochie? Cuddy? I don't know. The girl who was, like, who could beat up all the Legion men, and you're just like, huh? How is that even possible? Is she like a synthetic or something? Nope, she's just a woman. It's like, how is that not woke? That's probably the most wokest thing I ever heard, is that some woman is able to take out Legion. Like, it's nothing. Is this not woke to you people? Is this not woke? No, it doesn't matter because it came out before 2012. Oh my god, do you guys understand what I'm talking about? It's like Fallout New Vegas should fall into what's woke because literally they have that. That's in the game. That's not a joke. That's in the game. I played Fallout New Vegas. Look, Fallout New Vegas is a great game. 10 out of 10. Love it, especially if you mod it. Sorry, Vulpus lovers. I'm more of a Legate Lanius lover, but you know, We all have our men we like to goon to in our video game. I'm looking at you, Dance from Fallout 4. Look, I know that game is bad or whatever, but I don't know, man. A lot of the men looked really attractive in that game. They did that on purpose. That's another game that I don't really think is that woke. I mean, there's some weird things in it, but dude, how is nobody talking about this Fallout New Vegas? Like what? Because it came out before, like, 2012? Is that why? Is that why you guys don't say anything about it, but you guys will talk shit about the Fallout TV show? I don't even like the Fallout TV show. The TV show is fucking terrible. But at least slam the banhammer on everybody. Just because it came out before 2012 doesn't mean it's not woke. Oh my god. If they were using that argument, BioShock should be woke. Like, I don't even know what's woke and what isn't anymore. That's probably why I just don't care at this point. Like, I legit just don't care. Like, I don't even, because you guys have to understand something. I have a job, and I have a relationship, and I have other things going on in my life than worrying about what stupid fucking video game is woke or not. Like, unlike everybody else, I actually ignore it, and I don't talk about it, and I don't buy it. That's because I do not want to be part of this crisis where I buy the game and then, like, I'll look like a fucking hypocrite, and also I just don't care about the game enough to even buy it. Like, I don't even, you know, if I want to play a game, I'm just gonna play the old games. I'm just gonna play old games. You know, right now I'm having a lot of fun with Marvel Rivals. Right now I'm having a lot of fun with that game. A bunch of gooning to male characters. It's the gameplay is fun, unless you're not a team shooter person, which I didn't before this. But look, I'm having fun with this game. It's the most fun I've had with the game in a long time, especially if you're playing with people you like. Like, I'm actually having fun with this game, and it's free! And you get all the characters for free. The only thing that you gotta pay for is skins. Like, that's not a problem, who cares? At least I have fucking fun. Especially when I'm playing with a certain someone. But at least I have fun. Like, that's what a game needs to be, is fun. Isn't that what games are designed for, is to be a fun activity you could play with other people? That was the point of video games to begin with. It was the point was to actually play with the family. That's why the Wii was created, the Nintendo 64 was made, and all these other kinds of games. Gaming was made for children and families. That's what games were made for. It wasn't until later, when gaming was becoming this big old little nerd thing, that they started making more adult-oriented video games, which is fine. I'm not saying that every fucking video game needs to be Kirby, but I think people kind of miss the point of what gaming was even supposed to be. Gaming wasn't supposed to be this huge, massive narrative with great graphics and, you know, this like, weird, like, David Lynch type shit. No, gaming was meant for children. It was meant for babies, you know? That's why there's so many kids games that came out during, like, you know, the early 90s, late 2000s, and it wasn't until, like, a little bit later, around 1998, is when we started getting shit like Silent Hill and Resident Evil and all this other stuff. You know, my point of saying this is that I think people kind of don't understand why gaming is the way that it is. The reason why gaming is the way that it is that they are catering to the audience that makes them the most money. In the 90s, it was children. In the late 90s, it was adults, because all children grew up and they wanted something different. Nowadays, the audience are casual gamers because they make the most money. Like, people go to the money. They don't give a fuck about what your opinion is of what some stupid YouTuber says on the internet. And look, if you guys want to talk about it, that's fine. But I draw the line when someone buys it. Like, I've said this so many times already, and I don't want to repeat myself, but it really grinds my gears when someone rants about a game on the internet and they call it bad, and then they go to fucking GameStop and like, here, take my $60. It's like, okay, well, then I don't then I don't want to listen to any of your opinions. I don't want to hear anything you have to say because you literally told me you're a hypocrite. And don't give me that excuse everyone's a fucking hypocrite. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm so tired of hearing that. Well, everyone's a hypocrite. Yeah, well, everyone is a fucking stupid asshole. How about that, right? Like, you are what you eat. Everyone's a hypocrite. It's all your opinion, bro. Why are you so serious? It's just my opinion. Yeah, well, if everyone said 2 + 2 = 26, it doesn't make it right. Just because the majority say something is what it is doesn't mean it's right. I don't give a shit. I don't listen to people's opinions because most people's opinions are bad or stupid or they're not even correct or factual. When I play a game or I see an opinion on the internet, I use my own brain and my own sense of what I want from a game to decide if it's good for me or not. Like, if we're gonna make that argument if we're gonna make the argument that it's just your opinion, then why are you so mad about woke video games coming out? If it's just your opinion and it doesn't matter and everybody has their own opinions about what they like about a game, then why are you getting mad about Baldur's Gate 3 and why are you getting mad about Dragon Age the Veilguard? It's almost like it's not an opinion and you people are getting mad over legit things that are a problem, that you people are so attached to this medium and that's all you have going for that you have to get mad when someone has their own fucking opinion about a goddamn computer game. I honestly can't understand why people are having fucking wars on the internet over codes and 3D models. I mean, holy crap. I am so glad that I have a job and my boyfriend and everything else that I look for in my life. Can you fucking imagine being this, like, dude who's in your mom's basement, who has no bitches, he has no job, and the only thing he cares about is video games for money? Oh wait, that does exist. So, I don't, look, I'm not saying don't fight for your hobby, right? That's not what I'm saying. Like, literally, I've been a gamer for about 12 years because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to protect my hobby, and I was passionate about video games. I really was. I was passionate about video games. That's why I was called the Queen of Gaming for so long, because I was the only female gamer who actually gave a shit about video games. Fucking Sniper Wolf ass. Get out of here. That I actually cared about video games. Unlike all these other people, I actually had a goddamn gaming club in high school. I am a true gamer. But what I'm not gonna do is make gaming my entire personality and my entire life. I have other things to do. The reason why I tell people I generally don't care when a game is woke anymore is because I have other things to worry about. If people just had other things going on for them, I don't even think they would even give a shit about video games like that anymore. Like, video games are just meant to be some fucking pastime. That's what video games are. And I know that that sounds so casual to say that, but what else is a video game supposed to be? Like, it's not gonna ruin your life if fucking Dustborn comes out, okay? It's not gonna ruin your life if The Last of Us Part 2 has a bad story. Is it a shame that gaming is turning out like that? Well, obviously, and I'm not saying you can't rant about it, so my entire channel is ranting about stupid shit. But to actually have video games as like your entire life and you got nothing else going for it, and you're just this depressed doomer asshole who just sits in your computer chair all day and does nothing for yourself and just rot there and just give up on planet Earth. It's like, what are you doing, man? It's like, what are you doing? It's like, you're literally putting out the stereotype that we've been saying about gamers for years, that they're all these greasy mother effers who just hang around with their mom and they don't have any GF or nothing. They're fucking incels who don't have anything else going on. It's like, you're literally helping that stereotype by being that type of person. It's like, in the cause of this is addiction, obviously. And, you know, video games is one of those addictions, I would say. But I always tell people not to hate the game, hate the player, right? You know, don't hate the player, hate the director, right? Because it's all symbiotic. The game itself is not the problem. The problem are the people surrounding this community, and that's my issue. I still play video games. I love video games even now. I still play them. Even to this day, I mostly play just old games because, you know, I have more fun with older games, obviously. You know, right now I'm having fun with Marvel Rivals at the moment. You know, maybe I'll get bored of that at some point. I don't think I will. But I like the game. I do. And I'm having fun with it. Because I don't have video games as my entire life anymore. When I used to be that way, I was actually miserable being like that. Because I had no relationships I actually strive for. I had nothing in my life that was going right. And my only thing I had was video games. But that's obviously a problem. Like, you shouldn't have your entire life built around a goddamn hobby. You know, a hobby is there to just kind of distract you and have something to look forward to when you come home from work every day. You know, you've been dealing with stupid customers all day. You just want to take the load off. You want to play some games, maybe get on Discord, have some fun with them, you know, and then you move on. But I feel like nowadays with gaming culture, it feels like that's not what gaming is anymore. Like, these people take it way too seriously. And I'm not saying that you can't talk about how bad something is or how far your hobby's gone. Like, literally today I watched a video about, you know, how the downfall of, like, PC building PCs are, because they're making everything expensive, and that hobby is, kind of dying out because of that. That's really sad, but to say that that's going to ruin your life is just kind of, overdoing it, I would think. Do you have nothing else going on for you other than just this hobby? If so, that's kind of a problem. But, that's just me, right? I'm just a stupid woman on the internet. I don't know nothing, right? I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is a male space. Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, okay, bro. But, look, the point of this video wasn't to shit on gaming as a whole. I love video games. I do. But what I'm noticing is all these problems that I'm seeing with the gaming community in general. It's like you can't really have a conversation about games anymore without having some stupid man-child complaining that you said something that he didn't agree with your opinion about a fucking video game, or you say something like, oh, Nintendo isn't as good as it used to be, and then you have a stupid man-child yelling at you about how dare you offend his favorite Kirby or Pokemon game. Like, it's really hard to talk to these people. And when I always see these people who are, like, gamers, who are actually deep into gaming, and they're like, I'm talking about modern day people like this, right? They're really deep into gaming, they do nothing but game all day, but they're really boring people to be around, Like, I can't imagine having a conversation with Synthetic Man that's gonna go well, you know what I'm saying? When you see his personality and you see that all there is to him is just, oh, I just play games all day and I goon, that's all I do. It's like, I can't imagine having a relationship with this guy, and I can't imagine anybody. I'm not really going to go into, that comment he made about laughing when he said his mom makes him pay rent and all this other stuff, how he doesn't have a job and all this other, I'm not really going to go into that. That's his business, and to be honest, I don't care. So, yeah, the point I'm trying to make here is that the reason I'm not being I wouldn't say a real gamer, but the reason I'm not really going deep into games anymore and why this channel has been abandoned by this point is that it feels like I can't really have a conversation with gamers. It's either just you're wrong, you're stupid, or just incel, oh, you just an incel, writ free in your brain, bruh, and it's like, so you guys don't want to have a conversation, you just want to make fun of me because my opinion, you didn't agree with it. Look, I'm not saying that I'm like, I don't care if I get bad comments or something. That's not what I'm saying. I just ignore it, right? Like, if it's just a comment like that, I ignore it. But at the same time, it's really hard to have a genuine discussion about the downfall of gaming with these people because they're not smart enough to comprehend that, And it's like, when I say something is shit and I explain it, they just want to just backhand you and just say, you're just wrong about it, or you're just dumb about it. Like, why didn't you talk about this more or this more? And it's like, I don't have to. Like, if you played Dragon Age the Veilguard, I don't have to explain to you why that game is bad. And I don't have to, and the casuals who do think it's good or something, which I don't even know if that exists, I don't know if anyone thinks that game is good, but the casuals who think that game is good or whatever, they're probably not gamers like you or me. So of course they're gonna enjoy it or whatever, and I mean, you can't really do anything about those people. The problem is that directors want to cater to these people because they make them the most money, and especially with inflation and all this other stuff, it's easy money. It's easy money to make a game where you put all these microtransactions in the game, you put some gooning shit in there, maybe some left-wing crap, to get the, the troons in there to buy your game and all that other stuff. So yeah, I get it. It's annoying, but it's also just like, I don't care. Like, I generally don't care. And the reason I say that is, like, it's not going to change. Like, the only way it's going to change if you guys stop buying the game, but that's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. Because, it's a symbiotic relationship, because, like, if they stop buying the games, they won't have anything to talk about on YouTube anymore. Because that's their whole brand, is just like, oh, I'm just going to talk about woke shit. So it's like, you don't care about video games, you care about the money. You know that this is an easy target to get, money and views on YouTube. So why do I care about anything you have to say, So that's what I'm saying. It's like, even the big YouTuber names that are, gaming YouTubers, they're either shillers or they're just people looking for a quick YouTube buck, And I feel like that's where Synthetic Man is heading to, and he's been heading to that road for a while, and that's a real shame, especially if you've seen that clip of him talking about how he's not going to ban, certain types of people who look at lolly feet, and are into CP, and why he won't ban them because they give him money, you know. So I don't really care about these people anymore because I know that they are doing this out of a bad obligation. They just want money and views, and they don't really give a shit about gaming. Like, I don't even know if Synthetic Man cares about gaming anymore. I feel like he doesn't, you know? He's just doing this because that's how he makes money, because he doesn't want to get a real job. You know, he'd rather just sit on this fucking computer all day and you know, whatever. You know, which is fine. You know, whatever makes you the easiest money, man. Who gives a fuck about your dignity? So, you know, and yeah, I'm just really tired of making a video, and it's a video I actually care about, and nobody watches it because they just want to hear me talk shit. You know, no one wants to hear anything positive about a game. No one really wants to hear about the history of gaming. They just want to hear you talk about shit about something. And that really drains you, you know? Like, I felt drained making YouTube videos. I really did. Like, it felt like an obligation to make a video. Not that I wanted to. Like, I was actually kind of burnt out already by the time I made that video about, you know, the downfall of gaming. And that really is a shame. But it's like, what else can I say at this point? You guys know the problem. Do you have a solution for it? No. Are you gonna stop buying it? No. Okay, well, I don't know what else to tell you. You know, the game's woke, it's bad, whatever. Move on, do something else with your life, or go play old games. It's like, what else can I tell you? You know, like, the fact that this hobby is all you have, it's kind of sad. And I wish you had more in your life than just fucking video games, dude. Well, I don't know what else to say about this point. I already said everything I need to talk about. Gaming is dying, gamers are dying, and I'm dying, because I'm just tired of games by this point. If you want good games, play the old ones, or play Marvel Rivals, because at least with that game I have some fucking fun. And I got a job and a relationship, so I have more to look forward to than whatever new game comes out on Xbox Live. Like, I even give a shit about Xbox Live. Who gives a more? Who cares about new games anymore? Who cares, man? Like, we know all these new games that come out are gonna be bad, especially indie games, but whatever. That's another topic I can talk about somewhere else, because I'm really done with this gaming garbage crap. I mean, I love video games still, don't get me wrong, but I'm really tired of the community around it, and that's what's really burnt me out, is the goddamn community. So, yeah, this is my last video I'm ever making. Thank you to people who actually subscribe to the channel, especially with my old channel. I'm really happy you guys liked my content a lot, and I'm really happy with the people who actually cared about video games and people who actually cared about what I had to say about videos that didn't even have anything in this. I'm really happy that I actually had a spot in YouTube at one point, and I actually had a voice at some point. I've never been this successful with anything on YouTube until, you know, now. So, I mean, maybe I'll come back on YouTube at some point. Maybe I'll you know, start a new channel with something else. I don't know yet. At the time being, I don't really have the time for YouTube as well, because I'm working a lot, so that's really keeping my mind busy off of video games, is just, you know, working and trying to get my own path in it. So I'm really happy about those people who stayed with me for so long, and I hope you guys liked the years I had on YouTube. I was around on YouTube with this type of video game content for about 2 or 3 years. So yeah, I'm retiring from this type of content, at least with this topic. So if you guys enjoyed, you guys have a good day, and yeah, that's the last you're gonna hear from me about video games to this day. So you guys have a good day, and goodbye.